Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And we literally just had a shot about 7 seconds ago of Black Velvet. We are running behind because somebody couldn't shut up doing the studio videos right before we started.
Guess who? Yep.
Well, it's a 50-50 chance.
That's true.
One of us wouldn't shut up when we were shooting before. So say hi to everybody.
All right. We first out the box, gorgeous guide guru Triple G is in the house. Marvelous Michael, lovely Linda, and Triple G. Got something for Paper going on here?
Pink tie, navy under. Oh, taking a guess. No, I'm sure there's some pink somewhere on this tie, but we got elephants on it. Does that count? All right, everybody. I want to thank, I'm sure there's going to be some new people over today. I want to thank Don, the auction professor. I know a lot of people found the channel thanks to him. I was over at Springfield and he put up an interview with me and he was nice enough to put a link over to the channel. I want to thank him. We picked up a lot of new subscribers because of that. So thank you very much. There will be the interview with Don that I held will be coming up next Monday. So anybody new to the show, welcome aboard. Stick with us. We're not always as discombobulated as we are at the start of this show. And we'll head back in.
All right. Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels in the house. How's it going?
Yeah, and well, we're going to start the show off as we always do with how are sales, Mr. Magazine?
I don't like to complain. eBay is okay or crappy on the weekends. It's been rule of thumb for me for the last month or two. Amazon was pretty good. Last couple of days, Amazon's been slow, and could it be the fires in Canada? I don't know. Something's certainly slowing down sales. If eBay and Amazon are both low for me, I don't know. Website's great though. DVD site's great, but eBay and Amazon need some help there. How about you?
How about everybody else? A couple more people came in.
Awesome. Anik, Triple A's in the house, and Cool Karen as well. How's it going?
Oh, and Dawn did. Dawn, right? Everybody knows and loves Dawn. She did comment before, message me before the show, said she might be late. I said, what's going on? She goes, well, I'm going out in the pick. I said, all right, that's acceptable. Just don't let it happen again. Yes, how's everybody else's sales out there? I will say eBay was doing fairly good until the last 2 days. It completely went off the rails the last couple of days. Mr. Magazine came by as he does every time on a Wednesday night to pick up my mail. And I said, before he asked me how sales are, and I showed him I had 4 packages going out. And I said, except this one is Amazon. This one is $million-dollar-peddlers over on eBay. This one was Etsy, which left 1 sale during the day today on regular eBay for Paperboy, which is not very good.
No, definitely not.
Great, actually. Oh, more picky with sourcing and coming across better stuff, paying up sometimes, but as long as it moves. That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Really what it comes down to.
All right. Jay-Z John's in the house.
So more the last 24 hours and all weekend, probably because I started listing. Wow.
That can't hurt.
Wow. So apparently you and I are the only two.
Beautiful Barbara, how you doing?
You and I are the only two not doing well.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been embarrassing. Even
right.
my post office clerk noticed my lack of package. Well, that's happened to me many times. I've gone to the post office and the clerks noticed my lack of package as well, but that's a personal issue.
Why are they looking towards the ground?
Hey, now. Definitely have had my highs and lows. However, I've matched my June 20. Wow, in the first week already.
That's pretty good.
That is very, very good.
Cool, Kelly. How you doing?
Wow.
Right. Local Mike.
Hey, Local Mike. I'm sure you'll come up again a few times in this conversation.
All right. Awesome. All things cool and comments in the house. How you doing?
Hey, all things. Welcome. Yeah, so my sales, like I said, it had been really good or good enough until the last 2 days. It's gone completely off the rails.
Nice Nova. How you doing?
And that would be the excuse of the week, I think, are those Canadian fires. They said something like 100 million Americans. So a third of America is under, population-wise, is under the air.
So you're saying it's not the Canadians. Obviously, we don't sell a lot of stuff to Canada. It's the Americans that are getting this whole, sick thing. If they got COPD and so forth, they're not buying stuff. They're, which is weird because you're in the house. You shouldn't be going outside. So it's kind of like the COVID thing. You're inside. You got a mask on. You should be spending more money on the computer.
Well,
it's not happening.
One little tip, and somebody out there, if I'm wrong, you'll definitely tell me. But it's funny. About a week ago, I ran across just a random article. And you know how, and just a quick little rambling story, but it could save your life. So, how on the your dashboard over there where you got the air conditioning, you got the heater, you got all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's the little button that shows your car with the arrows on it. Do you know what
Mhm.
that arrows are?
It's the outside air, isn't it?
It's to recirculate the air within your car.
Okay.
So what the article had said is, hey, if you're driving through like a smoggy area,
Press that button.
press that button. So don't think I wasn't doing that all day today. I had my AC on
So your
with that
AC on
button.
and it just recirculates that air. It's not
recirculates-
in and out air.
It's not bringing the nasty air in from outside. So you're welcome. We're the only reselling show telling you that.
JC Jeff's in the house. How's it going?
Hit the like button just for that alone if you
Yeah,
could.
absolutely.
Have you seen the smoke in New York City? Yeah. Oh, it's it is. I will say this: it was freaky looking outside up here in Rochester this morning.
The mornings are really like dismal.
It was yellow.
Yeah.
Outside was yellow.
Yeah, we got the red sun going on.
Red
there.
sun, and then somebody was posting pictures of a purple sun. I felt like I was Jor-El.
Oh, Barney had a baby. That's what the purple sun was.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I didn't even know Barney was a female.
Come on, Jor-El.
Yes,
You totally
I know.
stepped on my Jor-El.
I'm sorry. I hit my own ago. Okay.
Fog of smoke, 50 miles north of Philly.
It's crazy. Hopefully it passes the next couple of days. But they said the wind too is going to be a factor.
30 miles from Ontario. I've been outside all day. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
All righty. How about any buys out there, everybody?
Well, Aaron came up with. Aaron's finding deals for me all over the country. He's making sure I'm broke. So besides my wife and son, he's making sure I'm broke. But anyways, he came up with something I thought I took a chance on, but I think I'll make money. One of the gentlemen we started dealing with movies and magazines. I guess he's got big connections on sports stuff and so forth. And he came up with 50 graded sports-related ticket stubs of all memorable moments. So like, say Alex Rodriguez's first game or
Kobe 70.
Yeah, whatever. So and he wanted. I guess he paid close to $7,000 for these a couple years ago and never flipped them, and now he needs the money. So I'm getting them for $4,000. I'm doing it on the blind. I didn't research anything, but I'm thinking $80 a piece. It's costing 30, 40 just to grade these things. So I think I'll make some money. Taking a chance, but I think I'm confident I'll be able to make some money on it. Other than that, there's always deals here and there going on. We got a deal in Manhattan going on. So enough to keep me broke for a while.
We're not going to have to load the truck in Manhattan, are we?
I hope not, but it is getting hot in this place. I'll tell you that right now. All right.
How about anybody else out there? You doing any buys?
JC Jeff Norton, how you doing? Let's see what Barbara says. Let's see.
Oh, they closed LaGuardia for poor visibility. Wow. All these parking lots. Oh, well, thank you, Jeff.
Awesome.
Definitely do appreciate that. Couple of other quick things, and I'll tell you what I've been buying, if anything. Promoted listings, 52, 33 out of 52. So we're back up to 60-some percent. If you remember, last week was really low, like 30%. So I don't know what was going on. Now, if you think things are slow, you're not alone. We do the offers every week. I was able to make 106 offers to watchers. That's the lowest number since I've started doing this by far. I think the prior lowest was like 115 or something like that. Generally, I'm averaging about 140. We were at 106 offers I could make, which is really, really low. 35 of them were older. So we're going about 35% older items, but only 106 offers to watchers. So the stuff's not getting seen right now, or my stuff's not anyway, just to let you know. Church book sale, picked up 200 mint CDs at 50 cents each.
Cool.
Wow. Bringing a whatnot. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Not the only one. Pathetic last weekend. 5 yard sales, church and estate sales to check out tomorrow. Nice.
Make it up then.
Nice.
Marvelous Memphis.
6,500 postcards. Woo-wee. They keep me busy for a while. Bunch of vintage train lots off a high bid. Made videos on them in action to help move them. Definitely grabbing some watchers and a few already sold. Wow. See, and I've never tried the I don't know when I really wouldn't use the video and the stuff that unless you remember those old flip books?
Yeah.
I can do one of those flip books and get the camera. Look, Tarzan's running. It would amuse me.
Nova. Isn't that a song by the Fugees? No buying, no cry.
I believe that is.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah. I sold 2 items on eBay under $million.dollar.peddlers. 1 item on Vivs-Fuse. 1 item on Biblio.
Nice.
And 7 on Etsy.
Holy cow.
Etsy's been in fuego.
It's gonna surpass eBay sales soon.
Well, this week, I think my Biblio might be.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Nice car lot with 60s and 70s models. Few nice red line Hot Wheels. Ooh.
Cool. Very good.
Ooh. How many offers you sent out, or do you just tell? I tally them. Yep. I just have a little tally sheet, and keep track of that. Video of paper, exactly. Maybe if I can make origami and paper airplanes, sheet music, postcards, prints, and other ephemera. Nice.
Okay. Gravity's in the house.
So as to my buys, so there was an estate sale that looked pretty good. I mentioned it last week. I was going to go to it. I went to it. I should have known there was something up when it's supposed to be a decent looking estate sale from the pictures, and there's no line, like nobody really there. Second day noonish, which tends to be a pretty busy time for estate sales because everybody sneaks over in their lunch hour. Walked through the whole place. $3 for hardcover books, $2 for softcover books.
Wow.
They had 6 magazines.
Oh, nice.
Colliers.
Oh, very nice.
$6 a piece.
Not nice.
So I walked through the entire thing and I said, this is one of those, and occasionally you get into those that, oh, this could be really good. This could be really good. This could be really good. Was not good at all. No estate sales this weekend for me because I am going to be going to the Rochester Beer Fest.
Ooh, nice.
So that should be fun. I should do a video of that. That's a lot of fun.
So you're just going to spend all day drinking beer, basically.
It's 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock because I pony up for the early admission, so you get an extra hour of drinking.
Oh, good for you.
You get a 4-ounce cup, and you can get unlimited pours. And they've got like 100 different brewery, 100 different options available to drink.
So anyone special, Mrs. Paperboy?
No, she doesn't like beer. Going with her niece's husband.
Oh, good for you.
So approximately 20 early to mid CDs by Sony Japan at Goodwill. Goodwill is loosening up on diverting anything. Oh, okay. This is a new store up in town. Yep. So they want to draw you in.
Awesome. Amazon, how's it going? Awesome Art, how's it going?
Nothing like a little competition. Should net at least 400 to 500 on the haul. Oh, wow.
Cool.
Nice deal right there. 70s mag, WW2 German planes and helicopters. Nice. So then I ended up going to Clarence. I've not been to Clarence, which is a large flea market about 40 minutes from here, maybe an hour from here. Haven't been there in years. I won't be there again in years.
I knew that was coming.
Used to be a really good flea market. Used to have a lot of open areas with people setting up at tables and you could go around. What they've done, and I understand why they did it from their perspective, they built like row houses with garages and they rent those out to dealers. And so the dealer shows up, opens his garage, brings his tables out, whatever, and he can sell
Is it
stuff
like a storage unit? Can't be very big.
Almost like a storage unit. Yeah. Basically like that.
Is that worth them spending all the money to build all those? I mean, they're not cheap.
They rent them out by the month though, or rent them out, you buy a year's thing and I don't know what you're paying, $80 a month or whatever it is, just to do that to be able to set up there because you also can set up. Well, those tend to be, you get a lot more of the professional dealers there. They'll just open up their thing and put the stuff out. It's the same stuff week after week. They can only put so much stuff there. And the true amateur dealers are very few and far between. I ended up spending $15 at the entire thing. Certainly not worth driving an hour for. Ended up buying 5 magazines and bought 5 postcards. And the postcards I'll be bringing to you over on Whatnot. Check them out. 4 o'clock p.m. Tuesdays, all times Eastern, for my ephemera sale. And then I ended up going with, the other nice thing about that, though, I did take Mrs. Paperboy to the mall.
Oh, nice.
And you've heard of the Anchor Bar?
Yes.
Stopped at the Anchor Bar, the original home of chicken wings. Do check it out if you're in the Buffalo area. Do you know what Loganberry is?
It's a drink, isn't it?
Yeah, the Loganberry.
A grape drink. Kind of?
Ish, yeah. They actually had chicken wings, Loganberry Chipotle.
Who would come up with that?
Well, some idiot ordered it, and it actually was really, really good, believe it or not.
They knew what they were doing.
They did know what they were doing when they ordered that. So if you do check out the Anchor Bar, check out the Loganberry Chipotle. There you go. They are not a paid sponsor, although we're not adverse. Did you go to the Avon Flea Market? Nope, not this past weekend. I went to Clarence this last weekend. Just a field or parking lot. Yep. Speaking of fields and parking lot, I went with local Mike, and we went over to Madison Bachville to the Baby Bach. Will be a haul video coming up in 2 weeks. It's off my phone, and Random Neighborhood Kid just has to do some editing on it. It'll be coming up in 2 weeks. Ended up spending, spoiler alert, $618 over there.
Whoa.
Some good stuff. It's been a lot better than the other Junes. It was about 40%, 50% bigger than the previous June shows that have been out there.
Surprising.
So yeah, I did really well out there. Very, very happy. Well, I say really well. I just got more piles of stuff. That's yeah, exactly. I'll get that stuff cleaned up eventually.
Oh, sure.
Retirement's only 40 weeks, 2 days away, but who's counting? So yeah, those were my buys. We're gonna head on into glitch of the week. Well, you had a big one, Mr. Magazine, as did I.
Amazon,
eBay.
eBay. What was it?
Postage labels. International.
Oh yeah, I did have an issue with that.
So what was going on?
I couldn't print them.
I think it's when they did the transition over into their own program. For about a day, you weren't able to print international labels. You were able to do so, but you had to go through the post office option 2 on there. Now they've switched it all over into their
We
own.
only had a couple, so we just waited the next day
Or you could do
or
that.
later the afternoon.
You could do that.
Mhm.
Etsy, I was able to sell something at 10% off
Oh, nice.
from that sale in November that I ended in November.
Oh, good.
So good to see that's working seamlessly. Another one over here. This isn't really, I guess it's a glitch. Have you noticed when you print things over on eBay for shipping?
Yep.
Have you noticed that today, yesterday, the day before, there's a little message up on top when you're trying to print postage? Please be aware that QR codes will not be available for FedEx labels from May 25th, 2023 at 9 p.m. Pacific to May 26th at 2 a.m. Pacific. We apologize for any inconvenience.
They missed that boat.
Yeah, it's been on there for 2 weeks now, telling us that 2 weeks ago they wouldn't be able to do that. Then a couple of other things. Mr. Magazine had a Kodak camera that was broken.
I did.
And so he said, hey, find out how we can get this fixed underneath warranty. I went over to the Kodak camera page that I told you to go to. There's a contact area. I click on contact. Cannot open log file, moved permanently. So that's always a really good way to practice customer service. Move your log files and don't let anybody contact you. You'll be like, we haven't had a problem all week.
Remember that. Save that.
Exactly. Open log file. Amazon Inform, I was still getting the error that I would be up for deactivation. I reached out to them. Finally, they reached back to me and said it looks good on their end. They understand how scary it can be being told that you're going to be deactivated.
Yeah, threatened to lose your second livelihood. Yep.
I clicked back in the next day, and I now can send the information that they need in. So I did all that, and now we're just waiting, although I'm still under threat of deactivation.
All right. Lucky Lee's in the house. Cheers back. And Roseanne Barr is back. How's it going? I don't think she was here last week. I would remember.
But Mr. Magazine had, well, the biggest glitch of the week is the Nigerian prince. Mr. Magazine got an email this past week that he sold something on Whatnot.
I did, yeah.
He got an email that he sold the A-Team on Whatnot. And we're like, what? You don't have anything listed on Whatnot. Yeah. So we logged into his Whatnot, and there was nothing on there selling. But the funny thing is, the email was from orders@whatnot.com. There are no links in there. Click here to log it. There was no links at all to click in on anything. Literally, the only link was on the postage to track it, which obviously you're not going to track it until you send it out.
Right.
So he was the world's worst phishing scheme on that over there.
An A-Team what? Just an A-Team, right?
Yeah, you literally sold the A-Team.
Oh, yeah, every character.
Well, no, maybe
They can't be worth much at this point. Like the real bodies.
Something like that. But I went bankrupt years ago. Some other company bought the rights, but I think they still make camera stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we know. We live in Kodak country, or we used to be Kodak country.
All right. Oh, gosh. Jerky Jackie Jackson house. Different Triple J. How's it going?
But jerky in the nicest possible way.
Or like,
hey,
like beef jerky.
Hey, jerky.
I'm getting hungry.
For the jerky, boys. Mm-hmm. Site changes. Etsy's updated its listing process. I haven't seen any difference, but they sent me out an email telling me they did. Now we're going to head into the item of the week. And this is kind of, thank you. This is kind of interesting. I found this out at Madison. These are about 11 by 12, and I'm going to hand these to Mr. Magazine. Tell me what you think these are.
Well, it's not a woodblock print, but it's trying to be one.
Hold that up to the camera. But what do they feel like?
Oh man, it's like wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
Yeah.
All I can figure out is these have to be wallpaper samples, but look at the great graphics on these over here.
Because the back looks like there's
Like
kind
the
of like a
glue kind of thing on her. Yeah. So these are
The
really
edges are
cool.
white.
Cool. Look at this. So I ended up picking these out there. One of our subscribers happens to really like Japanese thing. I have not done a lot of research on these yet, but I ended up picking up 38 of them. In fact, I asked the guy selling them what they were, and he goes, I think they're wallpaper. But keep your eyes out there, something other like this. And this is good. You know, again, I've not done any research. I don't know what they sell for, but a lot of great things on over here. Ended up getting a good price off of them. And it's a lot of the main reason why I picked these up is because I've got a potential buyer for them lined up to start with. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have even tried to get these. But keep your eyes out there. And if you've got buyers for different things in the first place, it gives you a little more freedom. And even if the buyer turns me down on these, doesn't matter because they are very, very cool looking and all that kind of stuff. Easy to store. Don't know exactly what era these are from. If I had to guess from the collection that I got these from, I would guess 1950s, but kind of neat. And, you know, I mean, again, somebody could frame that up and put that up on the wall.
Yeah,
obviously,
dental office, Japanese dental office.
There you go.
Yep, see?
Does that have to be a dental office?
No.
But
That
yeah,
came to mind.
So neat things out there. But again, and having a buyer in mind for something or other like that, even if the buyer and I can't reach an agreement, I'm not upset because I know those things will sell on their own as well. I do love them. They're nice.
They're beautiful.
Yep. Or not that I have an antique booth, but you put those all in an antique booth and you move it. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Cool and Common. I do appreciate that. The buyer will remain anonymous, potentially. Oh, everybody's favorite time of the week. Let me make sure that it didn't get moved. It's Banhammer time.
I sent you more than last week.
Yes, you did. Anybody new to the show, this is the insulting offer of the week time. So we got a few of them. I had a Columbus Symphony Orchestra program. I was asking $32 with free shipping. I got a $5 offer. Guess what they got, Mr. Magazine?
The hammer.
They got banhammered.
Ralphie boy.
He got banhammered. Then I had a Vea magazine for $28.22. Free shipping. I got a $7 offer. They got banned. No doubt at all about it. They got banned. Then, boy, I was on a banhammer roll this week.
Seems like it.
Country Loft catalog, $17.16 free shipping, $5 offer. Banhammer. When you can't make any money on the offer, that's not good. Well, Mr. Magazine won this week. I'm going to hold off on that one. Mr. Magazine had Alfalfa the Little Rascals 1993 17-inch porcelain doll Hamilton. Asking $41, he got a $10 offer. He had a $32 Devin Singletary Bills 2019 Panini Legacy rookie card, 1 of 1. $32 is all that's worth?
That's
1 of
it.
1?
Well, apparently it's worth a lot.
Well, it's worth $5 according to the offer that
yep,
you got.
Exactly. 1 of 1. Yep.
Star Wars Micro Machines Echo Base Troops 1996 minifigure set, $45. A $6 offer. I had a Jesus Christ for Everybody pamphlet, free shipping, $20.20. Got a $5 offer on it. Mr. Magazine, this came in second. This is how bad of a week this was. Mr. Magazine had a Full Cry magazine, Blue Ticks, past and present, May 1965. He's asking $16. He got a $1 offer, and that's only number 2. Subscriber Jeff over there, he commented before, banhammer. There you go. He commented before the show. He sets up at a flea over in Syracuse. Definitely do check him out over there. He had a lady sterling silver ring with a princess cut stone priced at $125. Wow. Some lady came by to ask, and he said he'd take $75. She offered $15.
Really? I wouldn't even waste my breath. That's like it's
3 times she offered $15.
Now, can you hit someone with the banhammer if
right
it's in person?
Chasing them around the thing.
1 lump or 2?
3 times she offered $15. She left. She ended up coming back, said, "Would you take 70?" And he goes, "I need the 75." So she ended up buying it for the
There you
75.
go. Here, held out.
But the winner this week, I was going to cancel the order. When I canceled, they said they changed their mind. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh no, Guide Guru. That deserves the band hammer.
Mhm.
But the winner this week, Mr. Magazine, had Masters of the Universe, Rulers of the Sun, Duplico, Heroic, Duplicate. It's a card on figure.
It's a rare figure.
He's asking $176. He gets every week offers of $40 to $50 on it. This week he got a $1 offer on a $176 item.
So this guy, I did some research because he said they're going for 40 to 50 bucks. I said, well, let me see if he's right. I certainly, if
You're not going to take a dollar.
if 20 of them sold for 50, because I think I countered back at like 170 something. So then when I looked, they're going for 90 to 110. So I think I lowered, actually revised and put mine down to 110, and then he still offered like the $40.
But a $1 offer on a $176 item, absolutely insane, and that deserved the band hammer, and it got the band hammer, by the way.
Yeah, good.
Gonna head on into customer issues. So basically, the problem that we're seeing, and Mr. Magazine definitely had it happen to him, is eBay has changed their shipping over to their whatever their new program is, and you can't send an invoice out on multiple orders overseas, huh, Mr. Magazine?
No, that's a problem.
They're making them pay individually. Don't see any way to be able to combine shipping, which means what's going to end up happening is if that isn't figured out, and maybe there is a workaround that I haven't found yet because I've not sold anything overseas. But what's going to end up happening is you're going to expect to get a lot of people reaching out to you internationally and saying, "Hey, I'm interested in 3 of these Newsweek magazines or whatever you're selling.
Yeah.
Can you put them all together in one lot for me?" And then you're going to have to put it together in one lot for them so they can buy it that way.
You have to buy it on eBay USA.
Well, no, eBay USA, you still can't send them an
Oh,
invoice.
geez.
Yeah, no, they were on eBay USA and you couldn't send them an invoice.
Okay. For
Yeah.
whatever reason, though, he said he changed his address, and then I was able to invoice.
Well, he
'Cause
has
it
an
didn't come up-
American address now.
Okay, because it didn't come up in the invoices until he changed his address. Then I was able to invoice.
Yeah, he had an American address, so
Okay.
he had it shipped to America, and then he took care of it after that. Yeah, you can still invoice American, but you cannot invoice apparently overseas stuff. So expect until that's all figured out to have international.
Is it a
people.
glitch, or because obviously they're hurting themselves by doing it?
I don't know if it's a glitch or if that's just the way they set up
Why
the
would they
program
want
at
it
this
that
point. Except it's 75 on a watch. I have it for 149. Had it for a while. Of course, after not paying, they asked a bunch of questions. Asked to cancel it. Yeah. The only positive is when you list it again, I guess it pops back up as a new listing. So what did the guy guru say?
All right.
I banned someone yesterday for asking me to cancel the order. When I canceled, they said they changed it. Oh yeah, yep. I read that already, but yeah, no, that's definitely that. Stress test came back normal. Oh, very good.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Good to hear.
Just had my physical. Everything's good except my hip. I guess that's not too bad.
So yeah, but do expect a lot of international people questioning. Mr. Magazine actually got she's out in a buy. She's out in a buy right now. Mr. Magazine actually got heckled. So he had listed Rochester History Mag, the early Kankle in 1822, which I believe is supposed to be the Erie Canal, but his lister called it the Erie Kankle, which is I think I dated her. So he got an email from somebody who said basically cankle the 2 phones, which I think they were trying to say cancel the 2 phones because they bought something from Mr. Magazine. So he's getting heckled by people with 3 positives. Kind of crazy. Couple of other things over there. Mr. Magazine had a card up for sale, and the person said, shipping to Canada, I don't want to pay that. I want to buy the card. Wondering if it would be possible to offer a cheaper shipping option to Canada. This fee makes sense for a package, but a single card should be able to go in a regular letter mail. So basically, they wanted you just to take it and throw it in an envelope and send it to them, which we don't do. There's no tracking at that point, and you're not actually supposed to do that. So, but obviously, other people have done so as well. Oh, wow. Yeah. They've been okay lately. Hey,
Hey.
All right, we'll
Nice.
start again. Ben just made it. So welcome to another. Oh,
What did we drink?
we had Black Velvet. I made a lot of funny jokes. Mr. Magazine wasn't funny. You know, just pretty much the same as usual.
I said hello, and I think that was it. And we're 30 minutes in.
We had Black Velvet today. Black Velvet.
You're not gonna sing it? You're not singing it?
Not today. We're running behind.
Are we though?
So then, Mr. Magazine had a customer issue today. A gentleman in Canada bought a heavy book, a coffee table book from Rolling Stone for $6. They then asked him to cancel it because on their end, it showed free shipping. Then when they clicked through to pay, it cost 70 pounds, so about $85 to ship it. So I understand their side of things. Yeah, I don't want to pay $85 shipping on a $6 book. I understand that.
Yeah, right.
The other hand, if it's going to cost Mr. Magazine $85 to ship it overseas, he's probably not giving you free shipping on it when you're paying $6.
It's not a good business plan.
That's a very poor business. Oh, except for the post office.
True.
But kind of crazy on that. $1 million peddlers, whatever the heck it is, MDP, over on eBay hit 100 positives.
Wow, that's nice.
So, yep, at 100 positives, which was what I was shooting for, because eventually I have some plans for after I retire.
The question is, who didn't we hammer?
There's nobody left on eBay to buy from us. That's the downside.
Terrific. Troy's in the house.
I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Dad Guru's got something important to say.
Hit that like. There you go. 100 positives over on $1 million peddlers over on eBay. This was really interesting. I logged in one day last week. Now, I told you how I had 106 offers to watchers possible.
Yep.
Same day, $1 million peddlers had 5 things I could send offers out.
Mm-hmm.
I might get 2 a week usually.
Yeah.
Same day, Vivs Views, which might get 1 every 2 weeks, had 3. So that was very odd that all of a sudden these secondary sites had 5 and 3 when they might have an average of 1 between them every 3 days, and they had 8 in one day. That was something bizarre going on over there. All right, Mr. Magazine, this is sort of public knowledge. A lot of people know about it. I did get permission to speak about this. So I had heard a rumor through a source. So I verified with yet another source that this is 100% true. The source that I talked to was Primetime Treasure Hunter, good friend of the channel. He's actually taking a hiatus from selling on Whatnot.
Wow.
What are your thoughts? And his wife is taking a hiatus from selling jewelry as well.
We knew it was just a matter of time that truckload comic collection is going to come to an end. He's finally sold every comic out of that truck.
No, that's not the reason why.
He's starting to get bottom feeders.
It's his story to tell, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. He said he will be telling the whole story at some point as to why. He wants to give it a little bit of time. But the bottom line is, he said it's really, really difficult for comics on there. When he first started doing it, he was getting 50 to 60 people at a show.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's lucky to get 10 at a show.
Wow.
And people are not buying. There'll be any number of auctions where he had 4 or 5 items in a row he was putting up that weren't getting any bids whatsoever.
He did have some good stuff.
Yeah,
he's showing
really
Instagram a lot of good number ones, even if they're $10. They're stuff that not run of the mill stuff, like stuff you don't see very often. Varying covers. So he did have cool stuff.
Yeah, he did have neat stuff on there. And he's walking away from it short term at least. So
he was getting less buyers, and stuff was going for cheaper than they should be.
Yeah, he might be getting 1 bid if any bids on stuff and things like that.
It's fun. We should ask our other comic buddy that we've been dealing with, see how he is, because he was doing Whatnot too for a while. He was bragging how well he was successful he was doing. So I'm sure it's like that if it's like that for prime time, it's probably like that for everybody, I'm guessing.
I will say comics is a difficult niche to sell into. I saw that a while ago, which is one of the reasons why I haven't run a comic auction in quite a while. You're getting 2-3 people in. I enjoy doing the ephemera. I enjoy doing that stuff a little bit more. And I enjoy doing the books a little bit more, but it's kind of interesting because again, he's got the largest Facebook site for Whatnot as far as that goes, the Whatnot for resellers.
Is he selling eBay still, or
he's actually pivoted more toward eBay.
Wow, okay.
Yep. So he'll be telling his own story at some point, but just wanted to get your opinion on that over there. A lot of competition. Yep. Difficult platform and economy is already barely worth it for most of us. Great place to source. Yep. And I enjoy it. I really do enjoy selling over there. But I'm not getting rich over there by any means whatsoever. Oh yeah, definitely. You can definitely buy a lot of good stuff over there.
Interesting. You're not the only one that thought that.
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. Let's see all things Cohen Comics. I know he sells over there. Flat rate shipping made me sell runs and lots. I've been doing okay. Oh, change to selling runs and lots. Super competitive for comics. Okay, and then Ben. Yep, I know Ben sells over there as well.
And I'm assuming, say
toward the end of the run. Now he can't sell on there because he's in Ohio. So why I was continuing to give it time when I could just sell a couple items on eBay and make the same amount. See, but here's my counter argument. And again, I know Ben's in a special situation because he can't sell on the site because of where he's from, because he needs the auctioneer license. But I did my last sale I did over there, took about an hour, and I did $97. Big deal. Ended up putting, I don't know, $70 in my pocket, something or other like that. But it was all stuff that I was into right. And given that yesterday I sold 3 items on eBay and I sold $70 for the stuff on whatnot, it's just another source of income coming in for me. And I'm not killing myself on there, and I enjoy doing it.
But I mean, I guess, I don't know, you may know it. Is every comic seller on there the same problem? I mean, if you have a Hulk 181 VG condition, you put it on there, you're probably not going to get as much as you would on eBay, I'm guessing.
Probably not, right?
So at what price point are you putting comics to sell? A $10 one selling for $5, or is a $20 one selling for $5? At some point you got to say, hey, if I can't get 10 out of a $20 comic, I don't want to get 5. Where am I going? Because you got to pay something for it.
Right. Yeah, no, it's interesting to watch the site. I do enjoy the site, but one choice on 5 hour shopping is a one-off for me too. Time consuming, it was fun. I
enjoy hearing about the site. It's like,
yeah, you look at a crash and burn.
It's comedic. All the glitches, the 50-cent sales.
Is moving extra items a lot, so not worth my time. Yeah, and again, another thing too is when I went out to the Clarence Flea Market, I ended up buying 10 items total. 5 magazines I'm putting on eBay, 5 postcards I'm bringing over to Whatnot. I'm into the postcards at $1 a piece. I'm listing at $3 a piece on Whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rich by any means whatsoever, but they could take us, they get 7, 10, $15 out of one of them because they are decent postcards that I picked. And my thought was I was there anyway.
Yeah.
On that over there.
But the problem is the comics, put them on eBay, you're going to get even less for common comics on eBay because they won't even sell. So at least if you get $1 or $2 or $3 on common comics, you're getting something out of 30, you're getting $100. Put them on Amazon, you might get $10 for one, but it might take a year or two to get $10. So there's no easy answer for any platform you use for comics.
Very true. Discogs reached out. They're going to require more information to register. They're going to require my identity. They're doing all that because there's so many scammers on there, so they want to make sure that the people selling on there are real people.
For the one record you sell in a year, if I was Discogs, I'd put a lot of time and money into you too. That'd be really
God forbid I ripped somebody off for 68 cents.
Exactly. I love the word lurking. You don't hear it enough, I think.
Oh, another interesting thing. We sell internationally using Web Interpreter. We attempt to. And it lists all of our listings. If you go in there, ended listings, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Some of the sites we sell on will have the E with the mark over it.
Okay.
Some of the Spanish sites. That actually appears after Z in our alphabet. Yeah. It appears after the Z in our alphabetical list. I had no idea whatsoever until something sold. And I'm going, why is there something with an E? Now, it's got the little mark over it. A couple YouTubers I watch actually show up to one of my lives and trip me out. They didn't buy anything. That's still very cool, though. That's very cool. Would it be us? Because somebody hacked our account because I don't have time to go on anybody else's shows, unfortunately. Did you see that Heritage sold the Cheers bar?
Ooh, wow. So you're buying them. It exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bar right now.
No, not the bar. The bar.
Oh, the actual bar. The
bar.
Prop. I got you.
Guess what it went for? From the show, it's got the initials of the cast members on it.
$1 million.
$675,000. So yeah, $675,000.
That'd be a cool piece of your house, though. The original Cheers bar. Yeah.
Now I'm holding out
That's awesome.
for the Merv Griffin stuff.
Yeah.
I keep inviting Rob to my image theme whatnot auctions, but he hasn't shown up yet. He rolled routinely of 200 or so people in his live. Oh wow,
Cool.
yeah. And then whatnot. Speaking of whatnot, they changed their shipping prices. So now, and actually, it's definitely a positive for the buyer. 1 through 5 pounds can go for I think $8.75 priority. So that's pretty good over there. You can actually opt into a flat rate where you can ship up to 70 pounds for that amount if you can fit into a flat rate box, of course. So that should actually help the site some because that was one thing people complained about. Paying $16 shipping on 3 pounds worth of stuff that should have cost $8 to get shipped to them because they live just up the road.
Right.
Well, now it's going to cost them $8.50, I think it is, for up to 5 pounds. So that'll help them out a lot. There you go.
Everyone made that mistake. It's not Carla Tortelli. I dated Carla Tortellini, so I could see where people would think, it's the same person, but it's really not.
Nice. Tortellini. Nice. I get it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
that's a big house anyway, so it's probably $1 million house with Joe with you living in it.
Will they deliver?
Yeah, yeah, big 18 million.
$8.50 on whatnot.
True, very true.
All right, we're going to head into the main topic today, and this is everybody's favorite part of the show because Mr. Magazine has no idea at all what we're talking about today. So I'm going to read you the main topic today. And you fill in. Oh, today is a special fill in the blank episode.
Oh, lovely.
It's like the match game. How big was she? It doesn't matter how good of a deal you get. ...
If you can't or don't sell it.
Okay. Please extrapolate.
Well, say you want to sell me that cup for a penny. Well, that sounds like a great deal. Here's your penny. Now I'm trying to sell it.
Now you have a cup.
Yeah. Well, it's either in a corner in my death pile or I put on eBay to rot for $1 forever.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next episode.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yep. No, that's what, it's exactly what I wrote down. It doesn't matter how good of a deal you get if you can't list it. And the reason why I brought this up is, you can't really see, but Mr. Magazine can see. Oh yeah, you can see. This is all stuff that I bought in the last 2 weeks. It's not just here to here. It's all the way down to the ground. It's got to be, God, it's got to be 400 items, probably
400 or 500 items. Yeah.
400 items that I've picked up in the last 3 weeks.
And how many items? Hold on. How many items do you list per week?
60.
Okay.
50 to 60.
There's 2 months right there, and then there's 2 months right there, 2 months right there, 2 months right there, 2 months right there.
So I got some really good deals on the stuff. I got a whole bunch of these little magazines, fun little magazines over here. Picked these up, paid right on them. Can't argue with them. Not doing me a lot of good sitting right over here as an armrest, and so on. And it's really hitting me more and more as I try to move around in the basement, and there's no room to move around in the basement. And I sell something, and I got to move a box of unlisted stuff to get to the listed stuff to be able to pull the item out to pack it up and send it on out. And I'm spending a lot more time than I need to find things just because of all the prior sourcing that I had sitting around.
Now, I've only been sitting here for a second hearing this. I got a 3-point solution for you, but I'm sure you got a solution.
Okay. Well, I've got a solution as well, but go ahead.
Well, I would break it, if I were you, I'd break it into 3, everything in your house for sale, and it's mostly books, magazines.
Correct. Yep.
3 categories.
Okay.
1, the really, really good stuff that's going to go for good money, or you really like listing that you're going to get to.
Okay.
Then the stuff it's pretty good stuff. It's sellable stuff. It's worth something. I can flip it. I may or may not get to it. Okay. That's the stuff you decide, like for example, that stack there, you may like it. They're not $30 books. You may not get to it, but it's something you could probably flip to me and make a couple bucks a piece. And then there's the stuff that, this would have been great 10 years ago, this pile, but I got it with this deal. I got it with that deal. I got it 10 years ago. I'm never going to get to this. And that's where you got to decide, are you going to lot these?
Whatnot.
Garbage. Even throw them out. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing that too. Sometimes I'm in a corner at the warehouse. We need some room. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this. It's quicker right now. I'm in the mood. It's quicker right now to just throw it in the dumpster. I'm throwing stuff out. It's cardboard. I'm throwing broken tubs out. There's a pile of old, 80s car magazines that are in VG condition. I've already got 10 of each. it's getting thrown out. And then I got one of my employees that sometimes he'll pick the stuff out. I'll say, hey, I'm going to throw this out. It's funny because I went through, I don't know, a few hundred magazines that was older stock to relist, for eBay or Amazon. And I was pulling out the crap. I'm like, we're never going to list the crap. So out of say 5 boxes, I have 1 box. It's total crap. I was going to throw it out. And one of my employees said, he would love that because he does list on eBay and, he takes the stuff I throw out. I go, I'll tell you what, he's been leaving early on Mondays. So I talked to him. I go, I'll tell you what, the next time you work a full Monday, you get that box for free. So it's a little incentive, because, he's a good lister, will make me money. So it's just little things like that. But that's something maybe you should plan on. I know it takes forever, but maybe start going through stuff. Say, hey, these comics, here's the whatnot. This is really juice of the juice. This is the foreign stuff, the 1800 stuff, the high-end stuff. This I'm keeping no matter what. When I retire, this is the stuff that would be in my niche. Here's the stuff I don't know right now, so it's just a thought. I'm not saying you got to sell it to me, but sell it to someone or whatnot,
Right. Yeah. See what other people are saying in there. See how other people are dealing with it.
Jesus. All right. Yeah. Jerky Jackass is in the house. How's it going?
Bird in hand is worth more than 2 in the bush. Take offers and move stuff. Yeah, no, and that does happen. There are times when I get in that mood where I will be taking offers. That
I've been taking low offers on old stuff too. Yeah, just move it out because if one person wants it out of 100, 10 years, goodbye.
50,000 piece backlog here. Won't talk about mine, but it is bad too. Love to buy stuff. I like to list it, but can list. No, right, exactly what's wrong. Especially now that I'm willing to travel a lot more. Yeah. When I used to just go to the local flea market, I go down there, and most of the time I came home with 12 items that I spent $15 on. Who cares? I can list those 12 items. Nobody cares. That's that. Now I'm going to a little better flea market, and I'm still coming back usually 25 items. I'm not getting overburdened with that. Right. But I drive to Springfield 6 hours away.
Yeah.
And again, you never want to feel pressured to buy things, and I don't feel pressure to buy them. They're actually good deals.
Yeah.
And they're all things that, I'm thinking 20, 25, $30 a piece minimum, and I'm paying $1 a piece on them.
Right.
How am I not buying them? And I enjoy them, and I'm researching it and so on. And then, between Allentown, Springfield, and Madison, that was within the last 2 months. That was 3 big buys that I went, big areas that I went out to, and I spent some money. And I got those same 3 things coming up at the end of the year as well. I mean, I guess the way I'm looking at it is this is my last working summer, and then starting early next year, I'm going to have the time off. And then if I'm still falling behind, then I definitely do have a problem. Definitely, no doubt all about that. Because if I can't stay on top of it when I've got all those regular work hours that I can dedicate it to it as well.
Yeah. Imagine if you had like 100 bankers of like airplane books stored somewhere else for like 5 years. And you don't want to sell them because they're worth a lot of money. How much have you made off that yet?
Paperboy is living dangerously with the missus, filling up the house again. Yes, we are getting there. Didn't
you just clean it up when she went away?
I did. I realized I had too much backstock, so I've been offloading a bunch, down 50,000 postcards.
Nice.
Did you sucker Popeyes into buying them? He's usually a sucker to buy them. Oh, that's a thought. I hadn't thought of that, Lee. Thank you. Thank you with buying. I'm not going down with the stale inventory. I crash and burn, so be it. Going broke with buying. There you go.
Well, my problem is I'm going broke with buying too, because I'm buying these large deals every week, and my sales aren't really justifying the money coming in, and we can't list the stuff going out fast enough, or the good stuff that I'm buying isn't selling fast enough because it's just we're not gonna cheapen it on eBay or whatever. So it's these decisions like do I want to buy this? Can I buy this right now and sit on it?
There's Popeyes. See if you bought all those postcards.
Right. How's it going?
Even though I contacted an auction company that does a monthly book auction to see if they 150 banker boxes of dental books would do okay. Wow, 150 boxes.
Well, if you want to storm in my warehouse for 5 years, because someone else did that with airplane books, free of charge, no storage fees. Obviously I'm paying more storage fees than I'm running out of room, but hey, you can get them up to me. Same deal.
Sure, other people have things to say. Sure, other people have things to say. Tricky jack. That's not nice. I've had no bad buys, I swear.
Yeah, that's what I try and tell myself as well.
Oh, dental books. Wow. Probably a good deal.
Oh, Mr. Hot Wheels, do we have to hear this again?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. 40 weeks, 2 days, but who's counting?
That has been the talk of the chat. Yeah, my dog loves beef jerky.
They gotta go. Yep. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
All right.
What to say about the books? You clean up and leaves more room for more inventory. That's true. New inventory too.
Have you been to the shop? You've been to the shop. We cleared out that whole area now that I got the box truck in full effect.
Nice. Oh, there you go. So about half of them. Yeah. So it's the deals just keep coming in, and that could be a problem long term. But again, I also enjoy it, and I'm finding things out there. I mean, how do you pass on those wallpaper
You
things?
can,
How do you
yeah.
pass on a lot of these things that I'm finding
it's
out
true.
there?
Yeah.
And you never know what you're going to find at the next
Yeah,
table.
exactly right. True.
And I'm trying, like I went to Wilson, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I spent $89 there and bought a couple of bags full of stuff.
Right.
I'm almost out of that sale, as a matter of fact. So you can't argue with that. I've almost flipped all that stuff too.
Yeah.
9
We're
legs.
gonna have Anik be the Don backup, Don 2.0.
Or maybe they just don't like us today. They really don't like us.
Christmas is really just around the corner. That is true. It's flying. The summer's flying by fast.
Christmas in July. One person can
Yeah.
buy more than 5 can list. That is very, very true. That's well put. Well put, Amazon. Wow. Cards I'm offloading are ones I bought 5 to 6 years ago. Quite a bit from Popeyes. I'm selling lots of 1,000 cards. Can't even fathom. I mean, I guess it's with sports cards
Yeah.
too. You can do 600 count boxes and things
Right.
all day long. Yosh Professor, that's how I stumble on you guys. Oh, thank you. Definitely do appreciate that.
Super
Yep.
Steve's in the house. Thank
And
you.
do check out next Monday. I actually have an interview that I did with the auction professor at the same time. So that should be interesting with the deep questions that I ask. What are you wearing? Or
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
whatever deep questions I happen to ask. All righty, we're gonna head on into everybody's other favorite part of the show.
Actually, I was thinking of getting a small shed on the side of the warehouse behind the 3 pods and 1 sea container to put boxes in, because all over the, I'm paying a lot of, my mortgage payment's expensive for all the space, and there's a bunch of cardboard boxes here. There's a bunch of tubs here. There's other boxes, and it's all over the place. I'm like, if I had one area, I could probably have a few hundred square feet of, footage to store something else instead of, empty boxes. So I'm thinking about something. Maybe putting them in the ceiling, sticking them to the ceiling.
There you
somewhere
go.
or
Glue them
something.
up there.
Exactly.
Oh, one other quick thing I wanted to say that 25,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. I did talk a little bit. Did you go to what was it, Galacticon or something like that it was
No,
called?
I didn't go to that.
So you know who did go to that? It was held over at the Bill Gray's Iceplex over here in
Yep.
Rochester. It had some Ewok signing.
Oh, yeah.
It had a bunch of other stars over there signing.
Mhm.
Do you know who did go to that?
I don't know.
Your friend and mine, Primetime Treasure Hunter.
Oh, cool.
He texted me and said, "This is absolutely the worst show I've ever been to in my life."
Really? Wow.
There were like
I guess I'm glad I didn't go.
4 or 5 dealers. It cost $20 to get in.
That's all there was there.
There was like no
You didn't
dealers.
tell me that. Holy cow.
Well, I saved it for the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he sent me a picture, and it looked like a ghost town over there.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy.
and he
And then
drove all the
our
way from-
old auction friend ran it?
No.
Oh,
this
was
is
it?
different, no.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, some guy from Canandaigua, I think, ran it. It's a comic store out
They
that
should have
way.
had Jar Jar there along with the Ewoks and had one table.
So yeah, he drove all the way over from Syracuse for it. So, all right, we're gonna head on into Ramblin' Story of the Week.
Why do I feel my rambling stories are always 10 chapters long? Well,
Because it keeps people coming.
Yeah,
There's
it is,
cereals
yeah,
like
yeah.
the old days.
well, we all know that my kid crashed my truck 2.5 months ago, and we're all wondering when the truck's going to get finished.
Now hold on. Now, didn't somebody say you would be super lucky to get it by Memorial Day?
Mhm.
And he got laughed at.
Yep.
And he said his over under was July 4th. And
it might be realistic.
And John Jones said, when I retire, you might have it back.
Exactly.
So have you
So-
got it back?
Not yet. So
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I called and said, "Hey, what's going on? It's been 2 months." And they said, "Well, we're almost done. We got to do this. We got to do that. Give us a couple days." And it's usually on like a Thursday or Friday. I call because I'd like to have it for the weekend if it's ever done on time.
All right.
And then-
First, that's funny, Roseanne. She's making fun of auction professor because he
Oh.
collects Weebles and wears leather
Yeah.
jackets.
Oh my god,
Nice.
funny.
That's good. That's good. Go ahead. But anyway, yes.
I'm sure he doesn't like you anymore.
She made the joke. I didn't make the joke.
So 2 weekends ago, I called. And they said 2 days. Then it was
Mhm.
Monday or Tuesday. Then I called in and I go, "Oh, We're almost done. 2 more days. So I keep calling. They keep giving me the 2-day runaround. This has been going on for 2 weeks. So then I just called last Wednesday or Thursday, and they said it should be done Friday. Then this week they said, well, you can pick it up Wednesday.
Okay.
Everything's done. The
Okay.
they had to get a wheel lock because they couldn't find mine in the vehicle, or is that what it's called? Wheel lock.
Yeah.
They had to do an alignment, so they needed that. So, but they had a master one somewhere. So they go, all we got to do is wrap. I had like clear protective vinyl around some of the edges. So that was part of the insurance deal because I did pay for it on there. So they said, we just got to do this. It'll be all done Wednesday.
Okay.
You can pick it up Wednesday.
Awesome.
So then they do call and say, you can pick it up, but the vinyl for the hood isn't in yet. It's going to come Friday. So you can pick it up because I live right up the road. I go, I need it. I'll take it. I'll bring it back, whatever. And they said, okay, we're just going to give it an alignment. We'll tell you in a couple hours. You can come pick it up.
Okay.
Then they call, said, okay, the alignment's all done. But now the airbag light's on. And this is a couple of days ago. They said, you could probably get it Wednesday. We're going to take it to this guy. He can handle that. So they take it Wednesday. They just called. We took it to him. He got the airbag light off. We drove it back. It went back on. So now this is Wednesday. And they said, well, we're going to have to, the wrapping's coming in Friday for the hood. All the other wrapping's on it. Let us take it. Well, they can't give it to me anyways unless it's drivable. And that needs to be corrected. So they said, I think they're cheapening out where to bring it to. They bring it to someone they deal with to see if he can fix it. They go, well, let us bring it to him again.
Is he doing the old fix job like I used to do when my check engine light came in? It could
be, yeah.
You take a piece of tape, put it over it, and go, look, it's fixed.
So they said the guy they brought it to, they're going to give it to him one more time to double check it. If that doesn't work, they have to bring it to the Cadillac dealership. If that doesn't work, it's going to have to go to GM. And I'm like, at this point, I might have to get a new vehicle. You can't bring it to GM. I mean, I don't even understand it. Yeah, Triple J, thanks for showing up after I talked about my Escalade nightmare. You have to watch that one. Holy cow. Yeah, I am rambling because it's ridiculous. They're very nice when they call me, though, but they just can't get it done. I don't know what to do. In the meantime, I got a bad left hip. I got to get it in and out of that low-riding Mercedes, which is, it's not helping the hip at all. So, I don't know. It is what it is, right? Nothing I can do about it.
Power Kindness Future in Ohio Columbus Toy Show. Wow. Went to Columbus Movie Picture Show. Wow.
Sounds like fun. How come we never go to those?
I don't know. We would if you had your truck.
I do got the box truck. We can drive that. That thing's great. That thing drives like a champ.
Oh, man. That's crazy with that car.
Yeah. But I don't think I can get a second opinion because the insurance, it's a collision company that's for the insurance company. So, I mean, I can call the insurance companies and see what they suggest, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, at this point, there's so
if they can't do anything by Friday, I mean, it's crazy.
Right. Plus, you also don't get a rental. Not that you need one.
Right. I have no rental for a month.
2 months ago. Oh, for a simple fix. Jeez, it's crazy how going on out there.
It's crazy.
Well, at least we know who's not sponsoring this show. That is true. All right, everybody, hit the like button if you could. Thank you for coming on by. Definitely do appreciate it. Great video going up tomorrow. Oh, one last thing before we leave. What did you think? And I want to thank everybody that clicked on the episode for yesterday. What did you think about that show we posted yesterday, Mr. Magazine?
It was an amazing show.
What was your favorite part about it?
I mean, really from start to finish, it was just full of information. I learned a lot. So what do you think, though? I mean, you tell me. I'm not a college educated guy. Tell me what you think. I want to know about what you think because that's what matters.
Now, I want to thank everybody that did click on that video. Do appreciate it. It's about, is this the death of free shipping over on eBay? We got a lot of views on that. Definitely want to thank everybody who found it. Got a lot of people talking about it. Turns out a lot of people absolutely hate free shipping as sellers. But there are a few holding out, and it was interesting. The people that are still offering it, still doing it, still believing it, are all in the video game category.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess a lot of us at this point, if you're doing this a while, you're not just listing 8-ounce items all day long. You're listing a toy that's 2 pounds. We're all listing different shapes and sizes. But if you're if you're just a baseball card guy, well, those are cheap anyways. But photos, anything that's simple, the same type of magazine. If you're listing all the same stuff, it is easier. But once you start getting to different shape, size, and so forth, and different boxes, different envelopes, it's a whole new ballgame.
Right. One of the problems with switching back and forth between is remember, wait, that I put free shipping on. This I
Right.
especially you got employees, unless you had one employee who just
Yeah.
listed cards with free shipping.
Yeah.
Because if he suddenly starts listing tin toys,
Yeah.
you know, or the big pedal cars,
Right.
and he's doing
Oh,
free
God,
shipping on
yeah.
them because he's used to doing that.
Yeah.
So you definitely
we
have to
have
be right
had
on
some
top
things
of
where
it.
we had to like cancel because we would have lost too much money. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes if UPS is close and we lose a little bit, we'll do it. But yeah, it's crazy.
So, all right, everybody, want to thank you for coming on by. Hit the like button. Stop by Whatnot tomorrow at 4 p.m. for some great books. Oh, I sold a Norman Rockwell book, Norman Rockwell Boy Scouts book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the handbook for boys,
Yeah.
for $16 today on Etsy. Why am I telling you that? Because I have one tomorrow for $3 start
Wow.
at the Whatnot auction. So I guarantee you it can sell for 16 because it sold in 3 days on Etsy for that amount.
What time is this at?
Why, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for asking.
I gotta clip my nails at 4:10. What time are you putting them on?
Oh, well, I get through those books pretty quickly. I think it's lot number 12, so you should be able to
All
make
right,
it.
all right. I'll see you
All right,
later.
everybody. We'll see you next video.
Take care. Bye bye.